Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be looking at how to use a where clause with logical functions like the and or. And so if you are not aware or you don't know, we are currently on our SQL series, alright, where I take you through everything SQL, everything essential in SQL for beginners, alright, wanting to delve into or go into this career part of data analytics, alright. And so I have videos on Power BI, you can check that out, and we are looking at the SQL series now. All right, and so we've already looked at how to import data, all right, into SQL, how to create a database, what the database is about, and how to use the select and from statement. We've looked at how to use the where clause, all right. So yeah, we looked at how to use the where clause, but now we want to look at how to combine the where clause with the and or all, logical functions. All right, now when we say where clause and the end logical function, what we are simply trying to do, or what we simply want, is that, like I explained previously, the where clause helps you to pick specific informations. All right, it helps you to pick specific informations that you want. So this is the information that you just want. You don't want the entire thing, but you want specific informations. Now adding the end clause simply means that two logical statements needs to be met in order for you to be able to derive that particular information. Now, what do I mean by this? So, assuming we have this data set, okay, and then I want details of people under the age of 30 who are only females. All right, so I want the details of people under the age of 30 who are also just females, and so I can use the end clause to give me that particular return or that particular information I'm looking for. All right, so with the end clause, you need to be sure that your first logical statement and your second logical statement are met in order for you to have informations or returns on that particular question that you are looking to answer. All right, whereas with the or clause, what is that assuming one of the conditions are met, even if the other one isn't met, you are still going to get informations on what you've asked for. All right, and so an example of the or clause is that, for instance, we say that we want information of people who are either have gender of female, or are also above 59 years old, or are also above 30 years old. And so if you use the or clause, that's how it works. And what it's going to do is that it's either going to give you people under gender female, or it's going to give you people under age above 30. And so you realize that you are even going to have some, details of people of people whose gender isn't female, it's male, but because their ages are above 30, it's going to give you that return. All right, but with the end clause, if I say that I want people whose gender is female and people whose age is below 30, it's just going to give me that. I'm not going to get any information on males in that particular data set when I'm using the end clause. All right, so let's see how this can be done. And so with the example that we are talking with, I'm saying that I need information on people whose gender is female and their ages are also below 30 years old. All right, so how do I write this? I'm going to say select everything from marketing. All right, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say where the gender is equal to, don't forget to put that in the quotation, female. Okay, and then once I'm done here, so where the gender is equal to female, but this is not the only condition that I want met. The other condition I want met is that the age should be under 30. All right, and so I say where gender is equal to female and age is less than 30. All right, so this is going to give me information on everyone who is a female and is below the age of 30 years. Okay, so if you execute this, you can see it right there that the gender column is only showing information of people who are females, and the age column is also showing information of people who are less or below the ages of 30 years. All right, because that is the question that we were looking to solve. We only want this particular information. All right, should be the gender should be females and their ages should be what, less than 30. And in this regard, this is how you can write. You can use a select statement with a from, with a where, and then with a logical statement like AND to derive the information. Like in previous videos as well, if you do not want every single thing from the data set, you only want selected few items, you can still do that. So let's assume I copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this right down here. So I'm saying I want to select only the customer ID, which is this column, gender, which is this column, age, which is this column, state, which is this column, from marketing, where the gender is equal to female. All right, it's equal to female, and age is less than 30. All right, so if I run this as well or execute this, it's going to just show me the columns that I'm selecting, the columns that I need, and it's going to answer the question that I also want. I only want information for females, and then I want the female should be under the age of what? Should be less than 30, under the age of 30. All right, now this is one way to do it. What about the all? So assuming we still have this, so hold this down a little bit. All right, so how do you use the or? So we've used the AND, and like you can see, the AND works when two conditions are met. All right, but with the OR clause or with the OR function, only one condition needs to be met. Both doesn't need to be met. You only need one to be met. All right, and so let me take this right here, bring this down here, and I'm going to change this, and I'm going to say all age is less than 30. So what it's going to do is that it's either going to give me all information for people who are females or for people who are below the age of 30. So this is irrespective of whether the person is a male or female. As long as the person's age is below 30, it's going to give me the information that I'm looking for. Or as long as the person is a female, it's going to give me, even if the person is female and her age is above 30, 55, 60, this particular thing or this particular statement is still going to give me information on those people because of this clause, which is all. So the all just returns a value if either one of the conditions are met. Okay, and so if I select this and I execute this, what you're going to see is that you see that we have female, but the age is 59, is above 30. But because it's female, one of the conditions is what is being met, which is this, and so it still returns the value. Now this is male, all right, and we are saying that we only need for female, but this is male. But so why is it returning this? It's returning this because in this regard, this person's age is below 30, and so because of the all, one condition has to be met, and this condition is met, and so it's giving us this information. All right, and so yes, this is how you can use the AND and the all clause with the where function. All right, now another thing also that we can do is that assuming we can use the AND and we can also use the OR. Now how do we do that? So let's say I select every single thing from this. All right, so I select every single thing from this. All right, I put it down here and I'm going to say select all from marketing where gender is equal to female and age is equal to 30. Now you might be wondering, okay, so how can we do this? How can we still add the OR function? Now in order to add the OR function to the AND function, what we can do is that we can hold this as one. All right, so I can just say where gender, put this in bracket, close the bracket. So this is one statement. Instead of it being two, I've made this one statement, and now I can say or the person or age is greater than 30. All right, so now what this is simply trying to say is that the person's gender and female, the person's gender should be female and age also should be 30 is one. But also if the person is above the age of 30, it should still return it. All right, and so because there's an or age is greater than 30 over here, it's going to return values of also males whose ages are above 30. All right, so let me select this, execute this for you to see. All right, so males whose ages are above 30, so we have 33 over here. Why? Because this or clause affects the whole statement as well, even though this and this is still showing, but because we've added another logical function, which is the or clause or the or statement, is made the whole statement a little complicated. All right, and yeah, this is how you can use the where clause with the AND and then the or logical functions. All right, or and how you can also just combine everything as one when you are working in SQL. And so I do hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if there's something that you really didn't get and you'd like me to go over. I'll be sure to do that. That is why I'm here, to make sure that you gain value from this particular channel. All right, and so like I always say, be sure to take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, stay safe.